Hey everyone, off the mic Sports Network here. It's official. Brian Schottenheimer is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Even if they put the news out Friday night, it was almost a news dump. I talked about it here on the channel. But the introduction happened on Monday, and it went about as well as you could have expected it to go. It didn't go well. It did not go well. It turned into just a love letter from Jerry Jones about himself. He was asked multiple questions why he hired Brian Schottenheimer. He went on a multiple diatribes about stuff that wasn't even relevant to this. I read quotes that Adam Schefter and also like some of the quotes that he said in this press conference, where he said, "Yeah, I was taking a big swing, and like this is no bigger gamble than this to, you know." And just saying, "Yeah, I've been building on taking risks." And I was like, Jerry, nobody wanted to hire this guy. Nobody wanted to interview this guy. Brian Schottenheimer may be a good coach, but nobody's thought of him as a head coaching candidate for years. There's a reason why this hire has been universally panned, because it's 100% Jerry Jones. It's 100% about ego. It's 100% about control. For Dallas Cowboy fans who are watching this, and I know there's a lot of you who subscribe here to the channel, Jerry Jones does not care about you. He does not care about Cowboys fans. He does not care about the Cowboys organization. He cares about one man and one man alone. He cares about Jerry Jones. That's the only person that he cares about. That's the only reason why they made this hire. Because if he did care about you, the Dallas Cowboys fans or the fan base or all these people that, have been invested in this organization for the last 30 years since they even made it to a conference championship game or Super Bowl, they would have hired somebody like a Bill Belichick. They would have tried to keep Mike McCarthy. They would have tried to get, maybe go get a college coach. Maybe go and potentially go after a Ben Johnson or after an Aaron Glenn or one of these other candidates that were more prominently sought after. But he didn't. You want to know why? Because Brian Schottenheimer is the type of guy that he can keep under his nose and just, push him around and basically do whatever the hell he wants. And that has not been a sustainable way to run an organization. And there's a reason why the Dallas Cowboys, despite having some pretty talented teams, are limited. And they've been able to draft okay, but they don't go out and spend money, even though they're the most valued franchise in terms of money in all of sports. They have one of the biggest fan bases nationwide, globally. Like, the star is an iconic logo. Yet for some reason, Jerry Jones just wants to make this all about him. 80-year-old old man that wants to just, be in the center of the storm. That's all this press conference was. I'm not surprised. And, Brian Schottenheimer may do a good job here and prove him wrong. But that still doesn't, excuse this process, which was a complete and utter mockery of the whole system. Like, two of the candidates they interviewed were even considered. It was Robert Saleh, who's now the defensive coordinator back with the 49ers, and Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles, who was already an offensive coordinator in Dallas previously. And they didn't want to wait for him. So they hire a guy in their building who has a famed coach's last name, who's been an assistant for 30 years in the NFL and in college. And they were like, yeah, you know what? Hey, this is going to work. But not once in that press conference did you get a really firm answer from Jerry Jones as to why he went this route for a first-time head coach who's been a position coach and coordinator across multiple jobs for the last 30 years. Why did you hire him? It turned into just a love fest for Jerry Jones. And I know Cowboy fans have heard this for years. This is literally the problem that has been going on with this organization for so long. And until Jerry Jones is in the grave, dead or whatever, or just decides to sell the fucking team, this is what you're going to get if you're a Cowboys fan. So if you're a Cowboys fan and you want to jump ship, I don't blame you, man. This is bullshit. For an organization as valuable as the Dallas Cowboys, you got to be better than that. You're hiring Brian Schottenheimer? Brian Schottenheimer hasn't really interviewed seriously for head coaching gigs in a decade. Yet that's the guy who's leading the Dallas Cowboys. But yeah, Jerry Jones just does not care about you. I'm sorry. He cares about himself. That's what it is. Anyway, I'll have more content here on the channel. Anyways, talk to you guys soon.